What's going on, everybody? I'm going to be doing a very basic beginner's guide on PLinking, and more or less it's going to be an explanation of how I got into PLinking and how it's helped me personally. Now I'm going to preempt this entire video by letting you know that this is going to be a very basic explanation, and I'm showing you how I learned how to do it and how I made it practical in my character selection, and that also PLinking isn't necessary. You don't have to plink. It's just something built into this game particularly that will give you a slight advantage in doing some combos that you may be having difficulties with. And the perfect example of why PLinking isn't necessary, or not that everybody does it, a lot of people do it, not everybody, is Chris G. If you're familiar with who he is, he's a Sakura player. He plays other characters too. He doesn't plink. He doesn't even double tap really, and he hits really difficult links all the time, very consistent. So, like I said, I'm not telling everybody you have to go out and start PLinking, but if you want to plink, this is how I started off. Now, first off, just a couple different ways you can practice it, and obviously it depends on the character. You may have a character that doesn't necessarily need PLinking, but there's usually an application somewhere in that character where you could probably use it. So, first off, the quick and easy explanation of what PLinking is hitting a high priority button slightly faster than a lower priority button to get the higher priority button's input to show twice up on the screen. So, what does that actually mean? In this case, the combo that I'm going to practice is a combo that I can never do before PLinking. It was very hard. So let's, for example, standing jab into sweep, okay, with Balrog. It links. It's not easy. And let's say if I do a jump in, or okay, so I linked it there. I mean, I know how to use this character, so so there's a block. I'm actually surprised I'm landing this as consistently and I'm doing single inputs, but alright, there's a block. There's just a miss because I missed a jab. So essentially, I'm doing all single inputs, but I get to the jab, or I get to the crouching forward, and I'm hitting medium kick slightly faster than medium, or heavy kick slightly faster than medium kick. So what's that look like? That. You see two red kicks, that's the heavy kick button. You're getting two inputs. So just to make it simple, this isn't the exact example. If you have one frame to land that punch, if I'm doing that one motion to get two kicks. If I do a frame too early, well, the second frame the second kick that pops out on the next frame over is going to be correct, and you're going to land a combo. So basically, a one frame link becomes a two frame link. Doesn't mean it's going to be that much easier to connect, but you will increase your chances. And a lot of times when I plink, I try to plink nice and early. And what happens is, I'll usually at least get the move out. Very rarely, in certain cases, sometimes it happens more often, but where you try to do a combo, even with something as simple as 1, 2. Alright. Like in this case, crouching jabs into medium punch is a pretty hard link. I think it's a one frame. And there are times where medium punch doesn't even come out, which is not good to have no input come out when you're expecting the punch. I'd rather it come out late and have them block it than not have the medium punch at all. So, by PLinking, essentially I will at least get the combo to come out. It might not combo correctly, but at least it'll come out, and it just increases the chances. So let's go. Right here is medium kick, light kick, medium kick, light punch. And when you do it correctly, you can experiment yourself. I'm not going to do the full-on explanation, but it just has to be high priority versus low priority. Heavy kick has high priority over all the buttons, but if you do medium punch, you can't do heavy punch because it's not going to work. You can do the opposite. So here we go. Connect. 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 Single input. Still connecting. Alright, there's a miss. I messed that up. Okay. Plink. Connect. Oh, messed that up. I didn't get the standing jab. Oh, there we go. Connect. Alright. As you can see right there, I mostly connected every single time. I tried to do single input to add in there, and I didn't do it. Actually, I connected it, but that's because I had the timing down. But I'm doing basically the same timing. But if you're a frame off or a frame 2 off, it's going to make a big difference if you're plinking or not plinking. You're either going to land it plinking, or you're going to do it. They're going to block it. But if you do single input, there's a small chance that you might not get anything. And when you're playing online, you're going to add all kinds of different factors in there. So there's an example of now I feel confident enough to try that combo, knowing that I can hit it at least 7 to 8 out of 10 times, maybe even 10. Oops. Bam. See? I'm connecting it where before... Wow. Yeah, I'm still getting it. But normally I don't get that, but that's probably because I've just been practicing the same combo like 20 times within this minute of actually teaching it. But that's an example of how I made that combo practical and consistent enough where I'm willing to try this now online and against people, knowing that I'm probably going to land it since I'm more consistent. Another one, a harder combo, which I don't typically do, but I like to put it out once in a while because it is a frame trap on occasion. The light punch, catching medium punch. Okay? Even with plinking, this is very difficult. But without it, I don't even think I could do it once. You gotta do it really soon. Which means the quicker you do it, the higher chance of you of not getting the move to come out at all. So, with plinking, let's see. Let's try this combo. I'm a little out of shape. Alright. Alright, see? I just did a pretty difficult combo for me to do with just practicing in about not even a full minute, and I connected it twice in a row with the EX. Now, single input, I probably would have never done it, and if you mess it up, you're going to get punished. So there's another example of how it has affected me. So, let's get into a more practical way of practicing, or at least a more beginner way of practicing plinking without adding those combos. Those combos aren't very difficult to do. So, let's see. Character change. We're going to go to very easy character to play, which is Ryu. Let's leave him alone a little bit, and let's beat up on highly overpowered S tier character Rose, according to Event Hubs and Stream Monsters. She's godlike. Alright, so plinking. Keep this in mind when you're plinking, not to overdo it. If you plink a special move, you will get EX. That could also be a benefit if that's what you're trying to do. Whoop. Right? If maybe you're trying to do EX, plinking will work. Okay, so let's get to the basics here. Ryu has a very easy combo, very common combo. You'll see it happen a lot. It's a knockdown. It's another sweep combo. Alright, plink, plink, plink. Alright. See if I can. Alright, there we go. Alright. See. Alright, so this is a combo that I used to practice a lot with Ryu in the very beginning. After the combo, I look at my inputs to see if I'm getting that little diagonal, plinky looking inputs, and as you can tell right there, I did. Like I said, it's not a go-to alt. Sometimes you mess up the plink. But if you're still doing the timing, you're going to get this combo. Now let's try to do this combo without planking. Oh, perfect example. I never even got the second medium punch to come out. Alright, now I got the timing. Messed it up. There we go. So now I have to do it later because I can't do it a frame earlier like I used to. Now, I just did that combo before with PLinking. I was pretty consistent and not getting the knockdown. I'm trying single button inputs and I'm not getting it at all, really. I'm getting sometimes no heavy kick. And now PLinking, no problem. This is just one example. It's not a very difficult combo to do, but obviously my consistency goes way up when I'm PLinking. So in my opinion, PLinking in this case is obviously a benefit to me. Not that it's necessary. If I practice more, I can get it without PLinking. But the worst case scenario for me is not getting a move. Because right now, if because I'm holding down forward, I just happen to be holding down forward. I do that heavy kick, nothing comes out. Well, I'm not blocking because I'm thinking I'm going to land a combo, which means if they're mashing ultra or DP, there's a good chance that I might get that full punish on me, and that's not good. Okay, so that's the normals, right? Now, that's the very basic way. That's how I first started PLinking and being more consistent. Once I got used to it, I started figuring out with whatever character I was using how I can implement that within my combo, because it's easy to sit there and just PLink, hold down back, and just PLink normals. But now you have to make it more practical. So let's do a more difficult combo, which is crouching medium punch into crouching heavy punch, which on its own is pretty difficult to do, right? But I'm still getting it. You know, I got the timing down a little bit. Now it's PLink. PLink. Oop. I do have some unknown factors here. I am doing this recording, and it does tend to lag. So there is an extra added difficulty to this that might not be your case. Okay, so here we go. I'm doing the combo. The PLink looks good on the inputs. Now let's work it in. So one of the difficult things I had to learn after PLinking is how to implement it into my combos. Now obviously I don't just sit here and just do PLink normals in a match. I do, you know, maybe FADC combo. So what I'm going to do here with Ryu, this is just a little example. You know, you can just take advantage of it your own way. Is especially because it depends on the character. You might not have an FADC combo that you like to do, and especially with Ultra Street Fighter 4. Keep in mind, this isn't Ultra Street Fighter 4. This is the 2014 version. You might be doing red focus attack anyway, so you know, take from this video what you can. But this is how I started PLinking with Ryu practicing. So we're going to do crouching medium punch, FADC into heavy punch again, which I'm going to PLink into something. I don't even know what I'm going to do exactly. Alright, so yeah, it's too far away. Alright, so different character we're going to do. The reason why I'm changing characters is because I want to be able to do two PLinking normals into an FADC combo back into two PLinking. With Ryu, he doesn't really have that. His pushback is too far on his fireball. So here's another one, right? Crouching medium, heavy. Alright, you don't have to do 1,000 combos in a row, but do like 2 or 3 or see how far you can go. Just get the timing down. Oh. Alright, and then kind of do your own thing. Now, I'm not an Akuma player, so I'm not really knowing what combos I actually want to practice. But a typical combo that I might do is, well, that's not really like a full meter combo, FADC, right? I'll go, oh, let's try this. Gotta be deep. Or how about this? They're dizzy. Something like that. I don't know. So that's how I would practice FADC combos with mediums. I try to get a difficult combo into a normal, or a special move, let's say a fireball, FADC. Okay? So you look at my inputs, crouching medium, crouching heavy, fireball, FADC. It's a lot going on. Right? So that wasn't too bad. That's a lot of PLinking practice, and Akuma's a good one. Another good character to use for something like that would probably be Evil Ryu. Has pretty good combos, difficult links, and not that you have to main these characters, but if you want to practice those combos with PLinking, is a good character to use. Other than that, that's basically how I started off. Oh, here we go. So I'm going to go over another aspect of PLinking. This is a character that uses crouching shorts, because you can PLink crouching short. You can also PLink jab if you use the back button. I'll show you what that looks like in a second. So what I just did there, I would practice, depending on how difficult that is for you, I would practice that often. You don't necessarily have to do what I'm doing, but you have to implement the combo. So let's say I just watched my own video. I'm a new player. I'm like, okay, I use Yang, right? And I do combos, single input, and I'm having trouble with them. So how do we use PLink with Yang, for example? First off, I did want to show you crouching short, because with Yang, I tend to PLink that. Or try to PLink it. So basically I'm hitting light kick, and then light punch, PLink, and it should look like this. Doesn't necessarily have to PLink, because it also acts as an option select grab. If you go up on their wake up and you do this and they wake up with grab, there's a good chance that you're just going to tech it. Or if you do it late enough or early enough, you actually link 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's that. So with Yang particularly, right? 1, 2, 3, PLink. That's not a terribly difficult combo to do, but let's up the difficulty. Let's say I like to do medium punch, crouching medium kick. Oh. Alright. Now, a lot of the times when you link two medium buttons together, medium normals together, and you're PLinking, a lot of times you'll actually act as a frame trap for certain moves, which is also a plus. Like if they block on standing medium punch, and you go for medium kick if they try to grab or hit a button or jab, you'll get a frame trap on occasion. So, let's see. Alright, so command grab, PLink normal. That's heavy punch. still missing because my game's actually lagging a little bit. Basically with Yang, I want to show the crouching plinking and also utilizing that in his combos. This is heavy punch after command grab and crouching medium kick. So like I said, you have to kind of figure it out on your own and find out the combos that you're having difficulties with and then implement the plinking with that. I was trying to do the FADC to Ultra, which is also heavy punch. Well, you can't really do heavy punch plink. I think you could do it with back. Maybe you can't do it with back. Alright, so jab and whoops, back button. Alright, so I'm hitting jab once. And I'm getting 2 jabs. Now, if I took that back button and I put it here, I could technically plink jab. Which is nice because the only way you can't plink jab any other way. Which means some jab combos, like say 1, 2, 3, crouching sweep, you'll be able to plink the jabs as well, which means you'll be able to hit that combo that much easier. Also, things that combo into jab, I don't have an example with Yang right now, but you'll be able to hit that easier. I'm not really going into detail on that, but that was just an example of how you can plink jab. So that's it. That's basically all I did to learn how to plink and practice. And before we leave, I'm going to try to do a combo with Balrog. Utilizing crouching jab, crouching medium punch EX. I'm going to try to do 2 loops into something. Starting off with jumping. Well, you'll see. Alright, so that's a combo I would never do online if I was doing single inputs. I would probably try it, but I still wouldn't do it online. But with plinking, it's possible. You know what I mean? It definitely increases your chances. So hopefully this beginner's guide will give you some insight on how at least I started plinking and how I have taken advantage of it. I didn't really do a complete in-depth plinking tutorial, but this is basically more information than it really is a guide, and I really do think plinking is definitely a benefit if you can use it to your advantage. If you're learning a new character, I would say hold off on plinking until you get the normals down, the defense down. It's really an added benefit. You don't want to just try to just do it right away and you're just still not good at plinking yet. You take some time, and then it starts coming natural. Like, it's like, you know, I could do certain combos just a little bit easier. It doesn't mean it's guaranteed. So anyway, hopefully you got something out of this video. There's more to come. I will probably do more advanced tutorials on these topics if I feel like they're needed. Don't necessarily think they're needed right now, but I thought this was a good start. I will do a double tapping video and maybe an FADC help video for those who are trying to be more consistent, because there's nothing worse than dropping a combo midway and then getting punished full ultra or something crazy like that. So anyway, Thanks for watching. Please comment, let me know what you think of this video so that I have some feedback for my next video to what not to do and what to do and all that good stuff. So, alright, thanks for watching.